Hey, Shalom Yasharala, which means peace, Israel. I'd like to start off by giving our praises and honor and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Yahweh, that's the true and powerful mighty name of the word, equally calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh, or higher. Bahashem means in the name. Yahweh Shai, that's the true and powerful mighty name of the word, equally calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yeshua, or Yeshaya. In the Rahakodash is the Holy Spirit, according to the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone who have learned the truth of the Bible from. And peace, blessing, safety, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, and to you believers and listeners out there that came back into the faith and obedience of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, and much love and respect unto you brothers pushing this gospel in sincerity and truth, risking your lives and freedom now more so than ever. May Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai continue to bless you and your households. I'm the brother Iwan coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify to the Lord's elect. Look at this disgusting ass Edomite, man. Boy, I swear, man. These Edomites are disgusting. They're sick. This is their MO. This is what they do. So I was scrolling through the news trying to find something to go into, and I come across this filth. People send death threats where they find out about my dog meat farm. Here's what they missing. So this nigga, because Esau's the real nigga. And Esau, Edom, okay, is the self-proclaimed white man, okay? The race of people who the Lord has indignation with forever. These people, they just fucking disgusting like that. But anyways, I never imagined I'd farm dog meat. I grew up in a rural area. By the time I was 6, I was fishing with my family. By 8, I started target practice. And by 12, I'd finished a hunter safety course in time to get my first deer tag. And you know, hey, the scriptures say, I want to say they got this man's picture. Yep, there he is. Esau. Organic dog meat at a vegan camp out. Boy, disrespectful. But hey, it said that Esau's a cunning hunter, man. So let me grab that real quick. Okay. All right. So let's go into the story of Jacob and Esau. Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, is the progenitor or the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, which consists primarily of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Natives, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. You also have the Israelite foreigners who are likened unto a speckled bird, who may look like the heathen nations because they've been scattered amongst the heathen nations. But their bloodline and lineage goes back onto Jacob by way of their fathers. All right. So Jacob, the progenitor, forefather of the Israelites, and his twin brother Esau, whose name was changed to Edom, is the progenitor or the forefather of the so-called white man. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay. Genesis 25 and 21. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So we're clearly different from these Edomites. Okay, it said in the scriptures, 2 manner of people shall be separated. You ain't gonna see no Israelites eating on no goddamn dog meat, man. I mean, now let me rephrase that. I mean, because us Israelites, our people ate some questionable things. But that's only because, 1, they don't know no better. 2, they sottish, stupid. And 3, they're just, um, getting what they used to, the slave food that we've been given all these years. And then, when we come back to our heritage, so lucky a lot of our people, it's a lot of backlash because, they grew up so long eating this filth, so they think it's right, but it's not, because this is where leading health problems are. Okay. A lot of our health problems in our race and our nation comes from our diet. Continuing on though, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So pretty much the younger brother is going to be stronger and is going to be served by the older brother in his due time. And when, verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red. So this is the older brother. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay. And these bywords that they put on us, black, and they calling themselves white, is nothing but social constructs. Okay, because black means anything negative and void of light. And white, that goes into being pure. Okay. And we know that these people are the furthest thing from being pure, or they not holy. And I mean, the only thing that really low key kind of sets them apart from the rest of creation of mankind is the pigmentation of their skin. Okay, but they're the wicked. Okay, and that's that mark of Cain, and that should have let people know right there that these people ain't right. But the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. They called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. And when Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. So they didn't give a description on Jacob. And why is that? Because during that time period, everybody in the known world, or it should not even say the known world, everybody in the world had some type of pigmentation, some type of melanin in their skin. Okay? And Esau coming out like that is just that mark of Cain. Verse 27, this is the point right here. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. All right, so they real skilled in hunting. All right, so back to this article. I also loved animals. I rescued mice from traps, birds from cats, and worms from puddles, and couldn't bear to put them on hooks when I fished. And on that faithful first hunting trip, when the time came to shoot the deer, I couldn't. I watched through the scope, and she was pretty in the morning light. I could see her breath and wondered, why would I want this moment to end, for myself or her? I purposely waited too long and missed a shot and never went hunting again. I wanted a job working with animals. First, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but I couldn't handle blood. Then I wanted to be a zoologist or a biologist, but I was bad at math and couldn't dissect a cat in high school biology. My dad joked that if I could just find a job petting animals, I'd be set. All this time, despite loving and wanting to work with animals, I ate meat without seeing any problem with it. Eating animals was normal. I mean, our family had an entire meat freezer. Everyone knew I ate meat. Something that particularly consoled me about my choices was the 2006 BBC documentary about Temple Grayling, the woman who thinks like a cow. Granted cited her autism as a capacity that allows her to identify with the experiences of non-human animals. She designs livestock handling facilities and is renowned for her profession, concern about the welfare of animals killed in them. Today, close to half the cows slaughtered in North America travel through her designs. I'm also grateful that Grandin, who obviously cared about animals as much as I did, was out there ensuring that a cow's one bad day was as smooth, painless, and without fear as possible. And, according to the scriptures, there's a certain way you gotta, in our laws, there's a certain way we're supposed to, it's a certain way we're supposed to slaughter our animals. Okay, and if it wasn't killed like that, and that we wasn't supposed to partake in it. But you can't tell your average Jake that now. Okay. It wasn't until traveling abroad that I ever truly saw the animals that would end up on my plate. Goats tied in front of restaurants, chickens in cages, fish in tanks. I found I was uncomfortable eating dishes that didn't try to hide the animal involved. Knee joints, feet, faces. I drew a crude line between animals that were okay to eat, pigeons, and ones that were not, frogs. And neither one of those animals are okay to eat according to the scriptures, man. One night in full nihilism, I ate a basket of rabbit legs, something else that is unlawful, which I'm going to get the scriptures on that. Prepared like chicken wings. When I did the math about how many buttons I'd eaten, I felt unsettled. Eventually, I even tried a bite of dog meat and was surprised. Not only did it taste like every other animal, but nothing happened. I broken the Western taboo, yet I didn't feel anything having eaten a dog than I had eaten anything else. It's disgusting. But suddenly eating all animals felt different. I went vegetarian soon after returning home. I joked to my friends, I've eaten all the animals, I'm done. Later, I discovered the animal welfare labels on eggs and dairy. I didn't really know what free range, cage free, or organic really meant, but seemed kinda. So I was lucky. I found the egg brand and milk brand that made me feel good and bought those. One day, though, my free range, small farm, big pasture, certified humane brown eggs with a picture of a girl hugging a chicken was sold out. I stood in front of the egg case flummoxed. Do I just not buy eggs? I wondered. And I didn't. I went home, made toast for breakfast soon after I saw a video of male chicks in the egg industry going into a macerator. I spent all night Googling why vegans don't eat eggs or drink milk. And at age 33, I learned cows weren't these magical creatures who just made too much milk. I learned they had to be pregnant and have a baby to produce milk. So I went vegan. I didn't expect it to stick or wanted to. I have hope it would be too hard, that the social pressures would be too much. But here we are, 8.5 years later, and I'm still vegan and finally working with animals, kind of. In the summer of 2021, I started that dog meat farm I mentioned. Elwood's Organic Dog Meat is a satirical small family farm that raises dogs for meat. I have a website. And social media accounts as well as flyers, business cards, and other materials to download. Vegans spread the word passively, leaving farm materials on bulletin boards and cafes and anywhere these markets may pique curiosity. Some host mock dog meat tastings. They have happened now around the world, and volunteers have created hyper local dog meat farms in 8 countries and counting. And it says also for a year, right? And they do shit like that for the algorithm and stuff. But man, man, Esau, you disgusting, man. We market our dog meat products as local and organic, free range, and humanely raised. Much of the content is drawn word for word from the websites and promotional materials of actual similar farms, similar, but for the fact they don't raise chicken, pigs, and cows for food instead of dogs. Like those farms, our images are bucolic, rolling hills, golden hour light, and happy animals frolicking. But in our materials, the farm animals are dogs. And we got some pictures. It says we say goodbye to 268 today. She was harvested peacefully and ethnically along with her pack of 22 others. All were organic, grass-fed, and left this farm knowing they were good girls serving their purpose. Ground husky and husky pup chops are now available. That's just fucking wicked, bro. The Most High put specific things here on this planet for us to eat. Elwood's content stays completely in character and doesn't reveal the farm's agenda. The website, however, eventually mentions that Elwood's organic dog meat is, yeah, okay. Satire means something that's fake or whatever, but I don't believe it. I don't believe. I believe these people really is having mother MF and making dog, harvesting dogs and stuff. And then this is a hate mail from some chick named Jessica. Said, "You disturbing piece of, I have dogs that will never eat them. Animals have feelings like deer and chicken and cow. That's different, but a dog, come the F on, bitch. You should shut down. You should be shut down for eating dogs, you rotten piece of shit. I hope you burn in hell. Dogs are companions, you fuckboy. I'm outraged." Okay, but like she said, like, you know, them other animals have feelings too. So, or as they say, and I'm done reading this article. Let me see if I can click the picture. Nope, it won't let me. That's Esau right there, and they got all the different cuts, and it's just fucking wickedness, bro. So let's get a couple of scriptures. Okay, let's get the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, going to the dietary law. I'm gonna start at the top. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These beasts which ye shall eat among all beasts that are on the earth, whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the hare, which is a rabbit, okay, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the swine, which we all know what swine is, that pork that Jake loves so goddamn much. Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh you shall not eat, and their carcasses you shall not touch, they are unclean to you. These shall ye eat that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat. That's why, we're not supposed to eat catfish, shrimp, crab, or lobster, or any type of shellfish. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you. Really point blank and straight to the point, man. It's just our people are rebellious. They shall be even an abomination unto you. You shall not eat their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses. An abomination. Whatsoever have no fins or scales in the waters, that should be an abomination unto you. And these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. Birds they should not be eating. They are an abomination, the eagle and the osprey and the osprey, the vulture and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl and the nighthawk and the cuckow and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl and the cormorant and the great owl and the swan and the pelican and the gier eagle and the stork and the heron after her kind, and the lapwing and the bat. All fowls that creep going upon all fours shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying creepy thing, every bug that flies, that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to leap with all upon the earth. Even these of them you may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind, and that's it. If it ever gets that bad. But all other flying creepy things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination. And for these ye shall be unclean. Whosoever toucheth the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. And whosoever bear aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. The carcass of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven-footed nor cheweth the cud are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, don't dogs have paws? Among all manner of beasts that go on all fours, those are unclean unto you. Whoso toucheth their carcass shall be unclean until the evening. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean unto you. And these also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep on the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise. So you can't eat weasel, you can't eat mice, you can't eat turtles. And the ferret and the chameleon and the lizard and the snail and the mole. Alright, so none of that damn escargot, none of that shit, man. These are unclean to you, and all that creep, whosoever do touch them, when they be dead, shall be unclean until the evening. And upon whatsoever any of them, when they are dead, do fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be vessel or wood, or be any vessel of wood or raiment or skin or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, when any work is done, it must be put in the water and shall be unclean until the evening, so it shall be cleansed. And every earthen vessel whereunto any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, and you shall break it. Of all meat that may be eaten, that on which such water cometh shall be unclean. All drink that may be drunk in every vessel shall be unclean. Everything whereupon any part of their carcass falleth shall be unclean, whether it be oven or ranges for pots, they shall be broken down, for they are unclean and shall be unclean unto you. And I'm gonna end it there. All right, and that's simple, straight to the point. It's just y'all people make shit difficult. Let's get Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 5. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl shall be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fall. And that's Esau Edom, man, okay? Because that's all he does is work with iniquity and practice hypocrisy. It's utter error, speak error unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the Lord's people. Okay, and try to keep us down by, trying to feed us abominations. They'll, craftily sneaking into your food or whatever. That's why, all our food is devoured here. The instruments also of the churl of evil. He divided the wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. And who is the poor and needy? The Israelites, man. So just wanted to report on that real quick on, how vile, gross, and disgusting these damn devils are, man. And they got to pay. They're going to have to pay for all these things that they're doing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. Giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakwadash. The honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessing, safety, and salutation to the hopeful elect and to you believers and listeners out there. Shalom.